Look, we started talking last year about what we both did and what we were observing across HE sectors in different parts of the world. And what we found, unsurprisingly, is that the structure, funding models, perceptions of higher education were and remain, I think, problematic in lots of different territories across the world. I don't think anyone listening will be surprised to hear that. Canada, Australia, UK, United States, there's a pretty common set of challenges, even in different systems. And as we talked more and as we spoke more to different people across the world engaged in decision making at universities, we started to see that a lot of them were rightly prioritizing a high quality evidence base as the platform for any changes they might want to make in response to those conditions. And it became, I would say, obvious pretty soon that there would be immense value in that evidence base being truly granular, genuinely bespoke, and I think above all actionable. And that's where we really started kind of talking, isn't it? Because if you're investing any time or money in the creation of an evidence base, it's got to pay back for itself, right? It's got to create some kind of meaningful impact. But we also heard an element of frustration with things like the cost of high quality insights, the burden it can place on staff time. And for me in particular, coming from a transformation background, we saw in lots of different countries very mixed levels of success in targeting and implementing the right changes to make as a result of the evidence base which had been generated. So for me, having sat on both sides of the fence as a university manager and as a consultant, what I think I'm most excited about is bringing something new to the international HE sector, which does all of the things that university executives have said that they want, and which removes all of the things that they don't. So obviously, everyone will find out much more at the conference later this month. But if I unpack it very briefly with an example, we know, for example, that increasing student numbers in a particular area would generate X amount of additional income. But there's also then a cost which goes into increasing student numbers in the first place. Then there are potential costs associated with being successful through the necessity to recruit additional staff or to accommodate students in larger spaces and so on and so forth. And what the HE Performance Lab is designed to do is to provide universities with incredibly nuanced, insight led options for meaningful changes to the way they operate. But the best thing of all, I think, is that the options it's going to provide can be tailored and tested and changed in real time before any action is taken to simulate the impact of particular scenarios on financial metrics. And I think that's pretty exciting and one of a kind, really.